Hello, my beautiful life path number 2. So you're looking at something and you're being attracted very much like a bee to a flame, but should you trust it? And that's what we're going to talk about in here. So come on in and we'll get right to it, my beautiful high priestesses. Hello, beautiful life path number 2. Welcome back to your reading for the week. Let's take a look at your energy. My high priestesses, oh, we start with the 2. The 2 of coins. That is one of yours. That belongs to you. It sure does. Let's see here. And let's see what else. We have the Star and we have the Hermit. Ooh. Big major arcana time. And a future. Okay. All right, my 2s, what are we looking at? Well, we are juggling and adapting to something. That's the thread for this week with the 2. Okay? It's bringing in that feeling of juggling something, trying to figure out something, adapting to something. And, okay, the tangle is the Star. Now, the Star, if it would be like about goals or something, you know, it's something having to do with a fresh new start, right? The dawning of a new day, being guided by a star. There's probably a couple things maybe that you're looking at, or maybe more than a couple things. Maybe you're juggling a few things, and you're not quite sure where you want to go. Maybe it's just deciding on exactly what you want to put your energy into next. And as 2, you do that a lot. You put in one hand and then the other. That's a 2, right? The feminine into the masculine. Yes, and then to the thinking, the yin into the yang. You know, you're like, thinking. But that's the thing with you. The unraveling of it is the Hermit. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because there's one light, as you can see with the bee coming down here. There is one light that's attracting you more than something else. And the thread ahead, what I feel with the future card that came in, which is like just, you know, with this deck, I feel that it's saying that you're thinking of the future. You want to do something that's going to sustain you future-wise. Not only that, that's something you might want to keep doing in the future. I feel that you're very focused on something that you want to continue on as the years go on. It's something that you want to follow through and continue with. I'm going to take from the Citadel architect. It's an oracle. It's a fantasy oracle, the Citadel. And oh, all right. Okay, so you have the Enchanter, and it says, yeah, deception and trickery. I'm going to take it as such as you do not want to be deceived by whatever you are looking at. You do not want to feel like it's a false eye. You see there's an eye coming in, but it's almost like, and it's almost like a heart too. It's weird. It's kind of like shaped like a pear or heart. It almost feels like you want to make sure that it's heart worthy. You want to make sure that you're absolutely seeing what you're supposed to be seeing, and you don't want to be deceived by the shiny stuff. There's something here that you just don't want to buy into anymore, or I just feel that you're afraid to be deceived by your own decisions as it goes in. And that's normal. We always like, you know, we like to just think of things and you know, sometimes I think we like to put blocks in front of us in fear of actually doing something, of taking that first step, of doing that first thing. And I'm going to reiterate here that I always say that failure is not as scary, especially if you're trying something new. It's not as scary as you think. Look, when you try something new, if it doesn't give you the results, that's not really failure. It just gives you different results than what you were expecting. What you want to do with that is exactly that. You want to take it as such and then either shift or move it somewhere where it's going in the direction of where you want it to go. So don't look, I mean, do look for anything that might, you know, ring off to you with the enchanter. If it's like blatantly obvious that there's something, you know, that feels off, don't disregard your feelings. But if it's just a thought or a fear of taking the wrong road, please make sure that you're not just letting your mind talk you out of things. Because that's what I feel here. I feel that it could be talking you out of things. So there you go, my twos. This is your reading for the week. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and blessings over here on my other channels. And your playlist with all of your number in there. And I'll see you next week. Bye for now.